do 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 do. We gonna see what's going on. We gonna see what's going on. We got a live show tonight. We got a live show tonight. Y'all come on in. We gonna get in and get out. We gonna get in and get out. Get in and get out. I know y'all got to go to work tomorrow. Come and tune in with me. Got some stuff to talk about. Some stuff going on. Where we at? Let's go ahead and see who all gonna be up in here. Mr. Ray Smith, as always, my mentor, Mr. Ray Smith is in the building. We gonna make it do what it do. D Steezel, my brother from another, who keeps me on track, keeps me on my toes, is in the building. I believe my lovely wife will be joining us and everything like that. We gonna get into it. I got some stuff y'all might know about, some stuff y'all might not know about. Um, Definitely want to get into some conversations. I don't know if y'all know a guy named babe, what's his name? Josh Kent, the late kid with Josh Pate. Yeah, the late kid with Josh Pate. Um, Talks college football and everything like that though. And the way he goes about handling people, I thought I was tough, but no, the way he goes at his detractors. So I'm gonna go ahead. We got 4 people in here and everything like that, and this is definitely for my older brother, Mr. Smith, because Mr. Smith be going hard in the paint, and I. So y'all rock with me. I'm rocking with y'all. Y'all rock with me. So y'all know how the game is, right? The game is to be sold. It's not to be told. And what I've noticed, and I'm pretty sure y'all have noticed it too, people will use you directly or indirectly to build a name for themselves. And it could be for good or it could be for bad. They see you trying to do something and everything like that. You ain't even got to be the biggest and best at what you're doing, but they see you doing something. They either gonna attach their name to you in a negative way or they gonna attach their name to you in a positive way. And it ain't got to be directly where they come up and introduce themselves to you personally. It really could be no, they just mentioning your name. So the thing is that no one will ever see you with that person. They'll never see you with that person that's indirectly referencing you. They won't. But what they will do is they will constantly hear your name come out that person's mouth. It either be good or to be bad. But you need to know the reason why that person is mentioning you and does not have a relationship with you is to their personal benefit. Then there are people who mistakenly feel like you on their level. And I say this to Mr. Smith all the time. Like I don't consider myself on Mr. Smith's level when it comes to Black Panther knowledge. I'm not gonna act like that. But I'm also not Mr. Smith's level when it comes to his job that he's been doing for X amount of years, because I don't do that job. I find it telling that people who know they're not on the same level as you want to have not want to have a conversation with you, but want to challenge you. Like, I know what I know, and I'm confident in what I know, but I also know what I don't know. And so what I don't know allows me not to. What's going on? I want to make sure I say this right. To get a girl potato wedges.
No, that's Tyler Girl and Potato
To
Wedges.
got, I had to look. My wife is doing some. She messing with my mind right now. We tiger girl and potato wedges, because we have 2 rabbits. Tiger is the female and potato wedges is the male. Don't ask me.
Sorry, I thought I was on mine. I'm sorry.
Diabolical. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? So you got people like that. And here's the thing. They feel like your knowledge and their knowledge are on the same level as yours. Thus, they feel like they can challenge you on certain things. It's not. It's not. And it's real telling when you have conversations with them that their IQ in regards to the subject matter is not on your level. Why continue talking to them? Because from afar, nobody can tell who the fool is. From afar, we don't even know what the conversation. All we know is 2 people going back and forth. Well, you know they're not on your level. Why are you even entertaining the conversation piece? That's just my my way of trying to instill knowledge, not knowledge, but peace amongst the recasters and everything like that. Because at this point in time, we ain't got to keep going back and forth with them. So, and watch what I say with this one. Those of y'all that have family members that are in the Masons, y'all will get this one. You can act like a Mason, but you can't fool a Mason. And what you don't want to do is give anybody that's a Mason the impression you trying to act like you're a Mason. They take it seriously. It's no different than with us as comic book nerds. See, I don't get off into that blurred thing. I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd that just happens to be African American. I'm a nerd. But nerds know who nerds and who ain't. You think you get cool points by what's going on, Ronnie? You think you get cool points by chopping it up with the nerds, because what the nerds like back in the day is now what the end thing is. But we know you're not a nerd. You can't get down on our level, and you're not willing to get down on our level. You brag and boast about not getting down on the. So the nerd community, the nerd family, why would we even go back with them? Like I said, looking at Josh Pate, I just refuse. I just refuse. Like if I can look at this dude and he knows his stuff about college football, and he's not finna go back and forth with people about power rankings, and he's not finna go back and forth with people about who he picked to win a game and they lost some money because it's their money. They ain't have to bet. Why would we go back and forth with people who have not even done the due diligence to learn what we have learned? You're a Black Panther fan, but you don't want to read Jungle Action. Shut up. You're a Black Panther fan, but you ain't invested no money outside of the movie theater. Shut up. You're a Chadwick Boseman fan, but you can't tell me nothing about a quote, nothing about a speech, nothing about it. You can't. Shut up. I don't want to hear it, and I'm not going to talk to you because I'm wasting my breath. And as a brother used to say to me when I was in the Marine Corps back in Okinawa, Japan, you never know when that breath is going to be needed. You never know when that breath is going to be needed. So we gonna switch it up. What made me want to get this point on out of the way before I continue with the rest of the video was I had a brother come up to me last night on Twitter, and I dropped the movie numbers and everything like that in regards to what Black Panther 2 had made so far, and I'm gonna address that later on in this live and everything like that. And he said, "Well, the numbers sound good to me." And I said, "You would say that because you don't know how the numbers work when it comes to movies." He was like, "Why won't you teach me?" He said, "Well, why won't you teach me?" Now I go to his bio, and I'm looking at the dude's bio, and I'm like, "Okay, you call yourself low key one of these dudes that know what you're talking about." Well, I can't tell you I knew about movie numbers before a month ago, before I started looking at what Valiant Renegade said. Well, I'm not, like I said, the game is to be sold, not told. I'm not going to keep educating people on stuff that I find online because I want to. Like, if you say you interested in this stuff, you like this stuff, go look for it. I'm not finna hold your hand. Ain't nobody hold mine. I'm not finna hold your hand. And I'm not finna do it just because you want to go back and forth with somebody because you feel like Theo getting a little bit of attention right now. No, 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 no. I wasn't getting it from you before. I don't need it from you now. And I don't have the patience that I had before. So I'm more apt to embarrass you now as opposed to entertain your stupidity. Because like I say all the time, I believe stupidity is contagious and I don't want no part of that. Yep, that sounds like sports analogy. Someone who watches, knows the team inside out and played the game, arguing with the casual sports fan who only watches games on the cable. Exactly. I would never. Mr. Smith's team is the Cleveland Browns. You know what I'm not finna do as a Pittsburgh Steelers fan? I mean, I'm not finna try and tell him about the Cleveland Browns. I can't do nothing but just sit there and listen. And that's the whole thing. Soon as somebody says something to me about, well, it's just a mantle. As I told a young lady today, you know what? Stop saying that to me. Because honestly, that's an insult to me and her. Like anytime somebody come to you and say it's just a mantle, they're not just insulting your intelligence, they're insulting their intelligence as well. Because watch this. As I told the young lady, don't do that no more. Stop trying me. Because if you want to sit up here and talk mantles, okay, T'Challa is to Bruce, is to Clark, is to Peter, is to Diana, is to Barry, is to Hal. I can keep doing this. But you know what? You know why I mentioned them names? Because them really the only ones we talking about that wore them damn capes, cows, running boots, rings, Panther. Them the only ones we really caring about. So stop insulting people's intelligence. And that's why I be looking. I'm gonna touch on something else because people say that to us because we black. I'm just gonna call it what it is. Because somebody that's going to sit up there and say it's a mantle, they think you don't know no better because you black. I'm of the mindset they would never say that to somebody that was white that was of the same age as Mr. Smith. They wouldn't say that to somebody that's my age. And I'm saying they wouldn't say it to somebody white, regardless of who it is. Black people not finna go after somebody white who's stating stuff like that. They're like, oh no, he looked like a nerd. He read comic books. You know what? Damn near every demographic read damn comic books. We all are knowledgeable on this. So I'm not finna go back and forth with no, I ain't got it like that no more. I don't. Um, and as I alluded to, I like to look up D-Real, what's going on? Hey man, y'all give it up for my brother D-Real and everything like that. We got some big things working and everything like that. Also, shout out to Diabolical Nerd. If you've seen the latest video that I did with the animated logo and everything like that, that is Diabolical Nerd. You know, I got to shout it out when I got to shout it out. So my question then becomes to the person that want to come hate, come challenge. Why go so hard to speak about something you know so little about? Like, I think that's a fair question. Why go so hard? What's going on, Byron? Why go so hard to have a back and forth with somebody when you know your knowledge, not that other person, you know your knowledge is limited. But see, that's a question they have to answer. The question that I have to ask myself is, why would I go back and forth with someone who is either blissfully ignorant or willfully stupid? Why would I do that? Do I not have anything else better to do with my time? Like, go do some more research, like have some meaningful conversations with some brothers and sisters that's about building up black people. Why would I go back and forth with somebody that know they don't know and they content to be stupid? I'm not going to do that. That's a waste of time. I want to keep this going and everything like that. Like I said, I'm not going to do it. I believe simply that to get where you want to be at in life, you got to work hard. And the people that knowing they not working hard but want to keep coming and throwing stones at you and everything like that, I think as Kamoyo Kid said to me and everything like that, it's because they jealous of your walk. They see you dedicated to do something that they weren't as dedicated to do themselves. They see you willing to stand up for principle in which they were willing to sell out for principle. It makes them ashamed at the end of the day. So they're going to be willing to tear you down to bring you down on their level. No, I'm not. Is that what Chadwick Boseman would do? Tear somebody down and bring them to his level? Or would he lift somebody up? Someone told me I was too mature to be reading comics. I think a lot of folks make provocative remarks to try and get you off the mark, dead ass. And that's what they do. That's what they do. But why do they need to get you off the mark? What is it about you that read comics that bothers them, that antagonizes them? What is it about that? Not, because like I said, I'm not finna go back and forth with somebody when I know my knowledge is limited. Because you can have a conversation with somebody. Watch this. I ain't got to have too much conversation. And I know a lot about the Kansas City Chiefs. I do. But I ain't got to have too much conversation with D-Real to understand, to realize, to acknowledge, to accept. He know way more about the Kansas City Chiefs than I do. Where's the humility aspect in it? And that's just talking sports. We're supposed to be talking about something that's significant to us as black people, right? We supposed to be. So where that come from? I'm not finna go back and forth with Mr. Smith in regards to, watch this, Luke Cage. The only thing I can do for Mr. Smith is sit and learn about Luke Cage. Same thing I do with D-Real. Sit and learn about Luke Cage. Where's that humility? Because I see way too many of us that's got podcasts. that's got YouTube channels and everything like that. We want to come for other people's juggling. I'm like, but you don't know though. You don't know. Based on the conversation, Mr. Smith had a conversation with a YouTuber a while ago. That YouTuber know his knowledge was limited. He did. What was wrong with just learning from Mr. Smith as opposed to just sticking your chest out, being ignorant? I know, right, D Real, they say the same thing about us gamers too. I'm not supposed to be a reader into history or a science. You know what? People don't understand. You're learning when you're playing them video games. I had to explain to somebody, like, when I'm watching YouTube videos, don't get it twisted that I'm just watching YouTube videos. No, I'm learning as I watch. As I watch the ones that tell jokes, I'm learning. It's a timing thing. And shout out to Chillmonger. I got to work on my timing because my laugh track be overlapping when I be talking. But it's a timing thing. See, you learn stuff like that. Too many people are ignorant of the characters and too prideful to admit it. Too mature. Yeah, the same thing is said about grown folks playing video games. Watch this. Ain't football a game? Ain't basketball a game? It's a game. It's a kid's game too, to be perfectly honest. It's a kid's game. So what are we talking? Watch this. Are we finna sit up here and like they don't have a 2K league? Where the 2K league, where you get paid to play basketball on a video game? See. So the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing, because like I said, D Real is an actor. I started my YouTube channel to talk sports, do some skits and everything like that. But how did I get here? Theo B, OSU versus Georgia, recast the T'Challa. Yay! Hey, Big Sam, I'm gonna tell you just like this. I'm that person that will never talk trash about my sports team because I know just as easily as we win, we could lose. I'm also not that person that's gonna call, like, if my team playing your team and everything like that, if my team beat the dog shit out your team, I'm not gonna call you. You know why? Because I don't want you calling me if your team beat the dog shit out my team. I'm in my feelings. I'm in my feelings. So I respect people like I'll be wanting to be respected myself. But I wasn't able to do that. And the reason why I wasn't able to do that is because as I looked over the comic book superhero movie landscape, I saw a hole when it came to black people. I don't be clowning folks because anybody can get in any given Sunday. Exactly. I saw where we had black people in the entertainment industry, but I didn't necessarily see black people representing, holding down, speaking out for the black industry. Last dude I seen talk like that was Chadwick. When Chadwick was accepting the award on stage with his fellow actors and actresses from Black Panther, when he was talking about, hey, look here, they trying to tell us we can't do it, but we can. Like, he had a whole spiel about us being able to do it more often. Well, for us to do it more often, we got to call it out, but we become complacent from what I've seen. Those that look like us, that's supposed to be calling it out because they go to the movies, right? Excuse me. They go to the movies. They watch the movies and everything like that. They watch the shows when they be streaming. Okay, well, you're supposed to be our mouthpiece. And as I looked and as I watched, and what got me more than anything else was I think we are going to end up having to create our own character. Ain't no thinking in that, Darius. You need to holler at me and D Real. Ooh, good God Almighty Jesus. Hey, ain't no thinking. Exactly what's going to have to happen. But as I looked out in the landscape, I didn't see somebody holding us down. And what really got me more than anything else was how Lamar Hoskins was treated. Now, people look past Lamar Hoskins all day long and twice on Sunday, but I was angry about how Lamar Hoskins got treated in the MCU. As a veteran, I was pissed about how Lamar Hoskins was portrayed in the MCU. As a non-commissioned officer, understanding what a staff non-commissioned officer, I was 38 hot. I ain't even said anything about my ethnicity, my culture, my race, but as a proud veteran, I was pissed that a sergeant major got treated that way. And as I looked around the landscape, and I looked at all these people that were giving reviews about Falcon and the Winter Soldier, some of them looked like me. Nobody ever said anything. And I was like, where you at when it come to me? Why you ain't calling out this travesty? Because see, Marvin done got to the point now where you're not just gonna disrespect me as a man, you're gonna disrespect me as a veteran. We got too many black veterans that had to deal with that when they came home from fighting the world wars, right? How many black veterans came home from World War One and World War Two and got mistreated? Right? That's American history. That ain't African American history. That's American history. Well, hell, they did the same damn thing with Lamar Hoskins. Hell, you got to go find out somewhere what Sam Wilson's rank is in the MCU, because it ain't like they bragging about it, right? They telling you this whole dude broke. Where were the people, the black people in the industry that look like me, in the entertainment industry, that look like me, look like many of us? Where was they at? They ain't say nothing. I know, because I waited. And I'm still waiting. Speaking of waiting, that's what we keep being told to do. Wait. I'm not doing that. I get my own. I will either take what you got or I will make my own. Pray to God that I make my own. Because if I have to take it from you, I'm not going to ask more than one time. Yes, and Isaiah Bradley for that matter. Theo, no matter how terrible our Steelers are, I talk trash year round, especially to the Falcons, Flamingos, Cowbells, the Clowns, and many others. I'm a professional ish talker. Lamar dying off to rip to motivate John was a standard Hollywood white guilt trip trope. First of all, I'm gonna go back to you, diabolical. You better than me. You stronger than me. I can't take that trash talking like that, because I remember one time driving around Tallahassee contemplating doing something when the Steelers, quarterback by Cordell Stewart, lost to the New England Patriots in the AFC Championship game that was played at I want to say it was Heinz Field at the time, and I was driving around in the truck contemplating doing something, and I had to talk myself out of it. So I was like, Theo, you can't take it. You can't listen. When you can't take yourself trash talking yourself, you don't need nobody else trash talking. But going back to what you said, D. Steezer, it was wrong. Dead ass wrong. And the fact that there are YouTubers that don't look like us that think how Lamar Hoskins got treated is funny. They find it amusing. They insult Lamar Hoskins, Sergeant Major E9 Lamar Hoskins, by calling him John Walker's lapdog. These are the same people that say T'Challa didn't need to be recast. These are the same people that say T'Challa had a full story arc. These are the same people that when it comes to it, it's all said and done, Black Panther is not their favorite character. Chadwick Boseman, they can say what they want to. That's not their favorite actor. What it is they don't understand that subconsciously, while they can smile in your face, to a degree, they still have an issue with a black man being successful. They'll never utter those words out loud because they know how it's going to make them sound. But they cannot explain to anybody that's got any sense, and them probably having college degrees and everything, why they say in 64 minutes and 35 seconds that character had a complete story arc. They can't say that. Knowing what they know, having a college degree and everything like that, they can't tell you why the actor said one thing, but the studio did something completely different. They can't. It's inside of them. It's that spirit on the inside of them that does not want, makes them uncomfortable, make them come up with any excuse feasible. And I say an excuse because they can't come up with a reason. Any excuse feasible for why a strong black male character should not be on screen. I was in Raven Nation getting off the plane in my Steelers attire. The looks I was getting. See, I got that kind of arrogance low key with my Georgia Bulldog gear. And I had that even when Georgia was losing. I'd walk in Gainesville with my Georgia Bulldog gear on and wouldn't care. It's hilarious that some people are now trying to blame the movement for BPT's Black Panther 2's underperformance. Well, you know what? Black Claw, own that. Own that. Listen, if they say it's my fault, Black Panther 2 underperformed, I'm like, you damn right. I told you I wasn't going. I told you I wasn't going. I told you what my mission statement was from day one. It was to tank the damn movie. I said what my mission statement was. I even told them why. If the movie does not represent black people the way it's supposed to be represented and honor Chadwick Boseman the way he's supposed to be honored, I will do everything within my damn power to make sure this movie is not successful. So Theo Butler gonna sit up here and take that as a damn W. What Marcus and Josh be saying, we handing out today's W's and L's. Hell, hand that W out to the recast T'Challa movement. I'ma own that one. No T'Challa, no effing ticket. I'm proud to be a hindrance to that trash ass movie. Right. So own it. Like, I'm not gonna back down from that one. Like I said, people said that before. Somebody tried to tell us before that people were gonna try and say we cost them the movie. Okay. But as I told that person, I'm gonna be front and center and tell you why I cost you that damn movie. See, you're not finna be able to say, well, I ain't want to go see the movie because black women was in it. Wasn't black women in the first one? It was in the first one, right? Right. So that ain't it. I got black daughters, right? What can any anti-recaster, any anti-recaster that's capping for Shorty, can they show you a custom griot Shorty? Or do they even know who griot Shorty is? No. So F them. They can't tell me a damn thing. I care more about that damn IP. We care more about that damn IP than they do. Because we would have never made that trash ass move that they doubled down with by throwing the toys at the boys but marketing the movie toward the girls. We would have never made that damn inconsistent ass decision. So F them. They get what they get. I take it. I owns it proudly. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. I keep it going and everything like this. Because as I'm saying right here, I didn't move past the point where I feel like I have to prove something, anything to any anti-recast. I don't. I didn't put too much time and effort into learning the character, learning the actor. I didn't put too much time in. I didn't put too much time into knowing, learning, and appreciating and respecting my people. Y'all let me say that one more time. I didn't put too much time, effort, energy into respecting my people to ever let somebody make me feel comfortable with my people being disrespected on the big screen. They can miss me with that all day, every day. We messed up Wakanda Forever. I'll be doing a video on that one too. Yes, D Steezer, we did mess up Wakanda Forever, and it's gonna have me going out of order, huh?
You said the wrong name.
Oh, my bad, D Real. My bad, D Real. Yes, we did mess up Black Panther 2. And I'm gonna make sure I put the links and everything in the comment section. But and this is according to Variety magazine. Black Panther 2 stayed out in front of the box office for the fifth weekend in a row while its overall ticket sales continue to drop. The movie added another 11.1 million, and this was as of yesterday, I think. I'll make sure I put the link in the comment section though. But the matter of fact, what I'm gonna do is while I have my lovely wife, she has the information and everything like that. Let me see. Variety magazine, Wakanda Forever. Make sure she put that in there. Make sure she put that in there. But yeah, if you Google it, Variety magazine, because I want to make sure I stay on point. I don't want to keep y'all too long. The movie added another 11.1 million from the domestic box office, boosting its domestic total to 409 million. There are some good things to mention about the movie, as it is only the third movie this year to do at least 400 million domestically. It's also the first movie since Black Panther 1 to hold a top spot for 5 weeks in a row. That's not the 700 million the first film did domestically and 1.3 globally. That's a far cry from that. At this point, the movie has generated 767.8 million, making it the sixth highest grossing movie of 2022. The article does attempt to offer excuses for why this is, where many thought it wouldn't be. The article offers excuses for trying to explain why this movie isn't performing like it's supposed to. What I would tell you is that tickets for the first movie were cheaper than tickets for the second movie. You can Google that one. What I will tell you is that Angela Bassett told Jimmy Kimmel this movie would be bigger and better than the last movie. You can Google that too. She did. If anything, it was definitely longer. Please do not tell me she had to say it. Like, I don't want to hear that. I know she was on the press tour and everything. Like, I get that, because my response would be, she got to eat them words. You said it, you got to eat them words. Just like they all do. This movie also had no major competition for 5 weeks. And if I'm not mistaken, it was released shortly before Thanksgiving. So what happened? What happened to the viewing audience? And Black Claw, this is why I'm championing what you say. Well, just like with the organization Black Lives Matter, black men were underestimated. The love of the black male character was underestimated. Worse, they underestimated the true fans of Chadwick Boseman. They thought we would sleep at the wheel. We weren't, and we never will be. Bombay. See, that's what that was. They thought black men, we just gonna go watch anything. Then they think the character. It's a black male character. Who cares about the black male character? It's not just black men that care about that black male character. So you get rid of the black male character. Not only did you get rid of the black male character, you got rid of damn near every other black male in the damn movie between the first one and second one. And even though there is a richness of black male characters in Wakanda, you saw no reason to introduce a black male character. Then you played on the strings, the heartstrings of the black LGBTQ community, the LGBTQ community as a whole, by saying you were going to introduce Anika, and she got maybe 5 minutes of screen time, and we didn't even get to explore the love, because it's not an affair, it's not a relationship. She's married to Io. We never got to see them interact like they were a married couple. But that's what you're doing. I'm gonna take that segue to Terrence Howard. Terrence Howard just recently announced he's going to retire from acting. Let me make sure I keep up with these notes here. I'll join you live too, D-Real, after this one. Let's hit the like button on here. I'm going to do a video, Diabolical, not alive. Bam. Go see me Thursday. For sure. Thank you so much, Miss Butler. She said exactly. These Steves of Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, smorgasbord of disrespect and that source material, mediocrity, black trauma. Facts. That part, these Steves. Hey, Theo, I feel like anti-recasters have a house slave mentality. They're yes people and accepting anything and everything without fight. You're not wrong. They would get mad when you call them on it. But you're not wrong because of what they've been conditioned to accept. We sit up here, and I'm not knocking it. A movie called The Woman King. Okay, that movie was catered toward women. Watch where I go with this one. We have plenty of people in America whose forefathers and ancestors were in the Confederate Army. Now, we have it within us to tell them that they shouldn't be proud of that part of their history. My notification. We'll tell them they shouldn't be proud of that part of their history. That history can be right here in this country, and it can be their family. We will tell them, and I don't believe we wrong for telling them that, hey man, don't come up bragging to me about what your ancestor did. You mess around and get knocked out. Okay. Well, why we bragging about what the Ahosi tribe did back then? Why are we shedding the light on that? What we talking about? Because are we proud of what they did? It's a part of history. We know it's a part of history, but are we proud of what they did? And watch this one. Y'all gonna like where I go with this one. If we gonna lie in the movie about what they did, what's to stop somebody else from lying about what they did in history? If we can lie about what the Ahosi warriors did in history, if we can modernize it, try and make it look good, how are we as a people gonna sit up here and get offended when somebody else trying to make that history look good? Because I believe in equal energy. I'm just asking a question. H-Town boss in the building. What's going on, H-Town? What's going on? So I'm just asking a question because I believe in equal energy. If I don't believe somebody else should be proud of their history, why am I sitting up here acting like I'm proud of all of my history? Because that ain't something to be proud about. But we talking about Terrence Howard. How do we make the men look? Because the movie was called The Woman King. And if we know history, world history, she was not the woman king. She actually answered to the male king who was actually responsible for putting them together. What are we saying? What are we saying when it comes to Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever? A young lady came at me this morning on Twitter, and I go look at her page, and that's how I knew I went and looked at her profile. That's how I knew she was a young lady. And I said, I'm not surprised that you like Black Panther, but why do you think I would like Black Panther? Hit her with all the facts. Yes, I get it. You very well represented in Black Panther. But when we talk about why Terrence Howard is talking about why he's retiring, his words echo the sentiments way too closely of Derek Boseman. They don't want to see a strong black male in Hollywood. That ain't what they want to see. They want to effeminize the black male in Hollywood. Well, we know, and this is why I can't go back and forth with no anti-recaster. M'Baku, if nothing else, is one of the most fiercest warriors in Wakanda. We saw him reduced to a punchline and holding up the Dora Milaje, him and the rest of the Jabari tribe, holding ropes while the Dora Milaje jumped overboard to engage in all-out combat with men and women from Atlantis, the most fiercest warriors in Wakanda, outside of the Dora Milaje and the Hattusaraze stood back and put hands on nobody. If anything, we watched them get thrown overboard and drowned in the water. What the hell kind of message were we trying to send? Who's happy with that message? And that's what Terrence Howard was alluding to when he said he's retiring from Hollywood, because there are no more roles for black men to be black men. We will sit up here and throw toxic masculinity around and misogynistic around to any man that just wants to stand up and say, hey, I'm a man. I'm a man. And let me say this, because I wanted to get this out of the way. I don't know if Grand Madam has joined us, but I got to give it up to Country Wayne. I do. Country Wayne is hiring brothers and sisters left and right, giving them opportunities to shine without being pigeonholed in a stereotypical role all day, every day, and twice on Sunday. And I've seen this dude get talked about he ain't got no real money because it's YouTube money. Look like his money real enough. I've seen this brother get ridiculed, talk about he's not a comedian. You know what he is? Because I'm not going to say he's not a comedian. What I am going to say, I'm going to add to that, he is damn sure his brother's keeper. People can talk about how many children he got, but this brother is doing what we ain't seeing the rest of Hollywood done since Spike Lee did it. I said it. He's doing what I haven't seen done since Spike Lee did it. Shout out to what's the brother name? Big Jaw. Him and the whole crew is stupid. Because he got, I don't know how many people over there doing their thing on the West Coast. So we got brothers and sisters out here. It's just that it's a damn shame that they got to be funny to do it. They should be able to just tell you the truth. Because what's Country Wayne's thing is? Keep God first. Jesus is popping. That's his whole thing. What is Big Jaw thing? Hey man, just work hard. Work hard and let's keep these jokes coming. My homegirl doing stuff with Big Jaw. Listen, my hat's off to Big Jaw and everything like that. I'm subscribed to him, Sade, Mr. Boom and Powell, Dadgum, Walter, all of them out there, because they keep me laughing and everything like that. King V, all them people out there. They one day, D, we got to get out there and work with them. I think they need some old heads in their skits. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Chadwick was a fan of John Boyega and wanted him to succeed. He did. So I want to keep this thing going though, because I don't want to, like I said, I don't be trying to keep y'all too long. I don't want to keep y'all too long. I already talked about Country Wayne. I already talked about YouTube and everything like that. We already talked about Terrence Howard. Like I said, hopefully he's not going to retire. He is doing another Best Man movie and everything like that. But as one of y'all alluded to, we got to become the black creators that we want. And in becoming the black creators that we want, what we can do is then make roles available for these actors and actresses. They ain't never thought about that. They really didn't do anything. Same with the border track. They ain't do nothing. Yeah, H-Time. They did absolutely nothing. And that's something that no anti-recaster can explain. The only way you can explain that, what's going on, Black Guru? I ain't see you in that, big dog. What's going on? The only thing an anti-recast, they can't tell you that. Because honestly, they don't know. They don't know that the Hattusaraze are all men. So they wouldn't even be able to distinguish the difference that the Dora Milaje are supposed to always be by the crown. They would think that that was an insult when you be like, no, that's literally their job to guard the throne, regardless of who's on it, a male or female. They don't care about that the Hattusaraze are all men. They be like, because if you say the Hattusaraze are all men, they're going to be like, well, that's sexist. But they're going to totally ignore the fact that the Dora Milaje are all women. That's why it's like I can't get caught up in having conversations with them because they don't care. And honestly, one of the reasons why it's easy for me to be done with the MCU as a whole is because you didn't give a damn about what I like. I don't give a damn about what you like. Y'all want to make this movie for y'all because what do they keep saying? The cast and crew was grieving. The cast and crew was grieving. Even though nobody asked them to make this damn movie. The cast and crew of Fast and the Furious, They were grieving. Anti-recasters don't want to touch that. The fact that Paul Walker died while they were actually making the movie. Oh, it's different. You damn right it's different. One is I'm dealing with it right here, right now in my face. The other one is I got a phone call from somebody while I was at home. That's the damn difference. That's the damn difference. The difference is I got to go to work soon as this funeral over with. A few days after the funeral is over with. A couple of weeks after the funeral over with. This one over here, I got some months to be at the house. The whole funeral has already been online. Now you finna sit up here and have a whole nother makeshift funeral. I'm looking over my wife sitting right now. You finna have a whole nother funeral while the real funeral, the funeral that the going away home that they had for him in LA, that was online. The funeral that South Carolina, that was online. All of these were online. If you had some white clothes in your closet, you could have easily went and put this on and did everything that you want to do. I did not understand because this movie wasn't about T'Challa. They shouldn't have called this Black Panther 2. They should have just called this Chadwick Boseman. Because now here's the sad part about it. T'Challa didn't show up in this movie. Chadwick Boseman was in this movie. But damn, how much respect did they give his damn funeral scene when they built the whole movie up about honoring this dude because he passed away? What they gave us? What they gave him? The movie was damn near 3 hours long. How much time they spent talking about T'Challa passing away? How much time we spent on this whole funeral scene? I'm gonna wait. Because I know it wasn't long. I know it wasn't long. I really want to say we probably had more flashbacks of him than we did that whole funeral scene. Like the flashbacks were probably longer time length wise than the whole funeral procession of him. That is what that is. So that's Terrence Howard. I'm gonna get us on up out of here with this one. Because I got a joke for y'all at the end. Jason Momoa is being reported that James Gunn wants to get out there and everything like that. And after Aquaman 2, we know there are going to be some shakeups over there at DC. But after Aquaman 2, James Gunn, along with his co-CEO Peter Safran, are looking at shaking things up. One of those shakeups is going to be Jason Momoa playing the role of the bad man himself, Lobo. Jason Momoa is Lobo. You heard it here first. I don't know who else saying it, but you heard it here first. Because I'm stop putting stuff on Twitter. I don't feel like I get the credit I need to get on Twitter. I'm gonna start announcing stuff on YouTube. Jason Momoa. How y'all feel about that? Jason Momoa play Aquaman? Because this is going to all be in continuity. How we finna explain? How we finna explain Lobo looking like? Huh?
I said you said it because I'm watching Aquaman.
No, I'm just saying. How we finna explain Lobo looking like Aquaman? Some casual tried to convince me that the Dora Milaje was always the main fighting force of Wakanda. He didn't know who to hide. And see, that's why we can't have conversations with them these days. Because see, if he wanted to know, he could. So what he's doing, and this is why I think Mr. Ray Smith said it, we overanalyze stuff sometimes. I think D Real said that too. For him to say that, that means he's never picked up a book. Someone told him that. And even after someone told him that, even though this guy probably go to church and everything like that, and he's heard the pastor say way too many times, read the Bible for yourself. This fool chose to go back and forth with you about something someone had told him, as opposed to go back and forth with something he had read for himself. Come on, somebody. Come on. They don't care to know he is willfully stupid. Right. And you can't keep talking to them people because I told you, I believe that thing is contagious. Warner Brothers pulling the DC crisis for real. You heard that too. Yeah, D, we gonna have to talk about that, D Real. Why are we not showing up for the movie Devotion? The match, my homegirl doing stuff, big job. Why are we not showing up for the movie? Listen, they know why we're not showing up for the movie. Like I said, I'm owning that one all day long. If you say you the reason why Black Panther 2 failed, I'm like, you right. What else you want me to say? Okay. Sure enough, I did that. You want me to say my bad? I'm not gonna say my bad. I'm just I'm not gonna say my bad. But Lobo, like, hold on. I might be getting ready to date myself here. But Jason Momoa low-key got a funny streak. Like I spotted that when he was in Johnson Family Vacation, when he was doing like this and doing like when he was doing like this, he was like, I think it's over here and I think it's over there. I think Jason Momoa, I think that's gonna work. Last but not least, and I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. We're gonna get up out of here and everything. 45-minute mark. You know what? This thing go faster when I got a script. So Christopher McPherson from Collider published 5 days ago that Michael B. Jordan reveals how he kept his Black Panther Wakanda Forever return a secret. Michael B. Jordan went on to discuss how he kept his appearance in Black Panther 2 a secret. Who didn't know Michael B. Jordan wasn't gonna be in Black Panther? No. If you remember the Rock With Me Nation, I know you knew. I know because you knew because I told you. And I know if you remember of the watch this. Edutainment is my thing. If you feel what a brother is shoveling, put something in his bucket. I know if you rocking with that dude. Matter of fact, I know if you rocking with Chillmonger. I know if you rocking with K Dot. I know if you rocking with Back of the Bus. Low key Grand might even dropped it on her channel. Kaizo Kasevi might have dropped it on here. I know damn good and well if y'all rocking with any of them people, y'all knew way. It was not a surprise that Eric Killmonger was in this movie. It get me to the point where I don't know what they be talking about because I be like, who are you talking to? We keep getting comic book movies made by non-comic book people, designed for people that don't read comic book. Make it make sense. We gonna change that though. We ain't even looking at that no more. Look, Diabolical. You already know we're on something. We ain't even doing that no more. We moving on to something else. The promotion for that film hasn't been great. Devotion came out the day before Thanksgiving. Yeah, and I ain't like that because he right. Like that was not great. That was not great marketing. You right, Steezel. That wasn't great marketing at all. I thought Jason should have played Lobo since his Stargate Atlantis days. Listen, they fixing to bring it. I'm there for it. I think it's gonna be comedic as hell. How about this? Can we get Jason Momoa, Winston Duke, and Tom Hiddleston just to do a 30-minute show? Like 3 right there. I just want to see them. Ray Smith, worst kept secret ever. Yeah, they did a terrible job promoting the movie. I've only seen it once on TV. Yeah, they didn't do that right at all. They didn't do that right at all. So, but that's what it is. That's where we at with it and everything like that. Man, I want to thank y'all for coming. We could have talked in here forever, but at the end of the day, no, Black Panther 2 is not making the money that they thought it was. It's not, and some people don't understand how the movie numbers work. It took 250 million to make the movie, another 100 million to what? To market the movie and everything like that. So if you doing 787, that's 3 off the top. you got to pay them bills back. So that ain't what the love is. In regards to us being Devotion has only made 11. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy, D real. You got to do better. But that says a lot. The marketing for Devotion to me should have resembled the marketing, if not better, marketing than what we got for Red Tails. We're talking, and see, I don't know why, because watch this. We spend all kind of money on Woman King, right? Right. We spend all kind of money on Teal, right? Right. We spend all kind of money on Black Panther 2 Wakanda Forever, right? Right. Here we go. We got a Black Navy pilot. One of the best that ever did it. Flying one of the best planes I liked out of World War II. The Corsair, the Mustang. I love that damn plane. I do. Baba Black Sheep all day long. Pappy Greg Bull. I'm gonna say Pappy what Boyington, whatever. Baba Black Sheep. But they didn't market that movie at all. Why? And mind you, if they're not marketing it, we finding it hard to keep up when the movie come out. But should this movie have been released? Watch this. Should this movie have been released during the holiday season, or should this movie have been released during Black History Month? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Did we need to push this movie out? Because February ain't but a few weeks away. We could have put this movie out during Black History Month, and I guarantee that movie would have did the numbers that it's supposed to. We didn't even get to see Jonathan Majors go on a publicity campaign for this movie like we saw everybody else do with the other movies. The first Black naval aviator. What we doing? What we doing? But as I said, the reason why Terrence Howard is retiring is because he doesn't want to take on those stereotypical roles. Well, what is Hollywood really giving us? If we want them roles, we want that representation, it's not just enough for us to just call it out, because I can do that all day, every day, twice on Sunday. But as I said to my wife, at some point in time, you got to be tired of talking about it, and you got to actively do something about it. Well, how do we do something about it? We keep talking. We keep reaching out. And we come across people, because there's some writers in this group. Gray said he was going to edit D-Real, so I'm going to get with you in regards to Gray and everything like that. But we got writers. Okay, we got people that's got cameras. We got people that know how to do videos and everything like that. I'm not knocking it, but I just got to give props. Country Wayne was doing videos that were maybe 2-3 minutes long. 2-3 minutes long, and he's still doing those same 2-3 minute long videos. And in doing those 2-3 minute long videos, he's bringing brothers and sisters. He's increasing wealth in the Black community. He's growing it. Well, what's to stop us from doing the same? We have brothers like Byron that want to be in movies and everything like that. What's to stop us from all getting together and saying, hey, let's do it for the culture? I like that one. Let's do it for the culture. We can write these roles. The characters that we created can come to life. Those characters come to life. We just gave somebody a job. We just gave an actor a job. We just gave an editor a job. We just gave a filmographer a job. We just gave a VFX person a job. We just gave somebody in merchandising a job. How many jobs get created off of one character being written? Shoot me his info. I will. I definitely will. I definitely will. So we can increase. Country Wayne did it. And I'm all for looking at blueprints when other people do it and everything like that. We can grow wealth ourselves. We just have to be committed to it. Hollywood has shown us they don't care about the Black male. And in not caring about the Black male, you really don't care about Black people, because you can't get one without the other. We understand there's some mentalities out there that's just you can't save everybody, and we don't need to be going back and forth with everybody, because that takes out our spirit. And that's about it. I'm gonna let y'all go. D-Real got some videos he got to do. I'm gonna come to y'all tomorrow with Power Part 3. Not Power Part 3, Doom War Part 3. I gotta bring y'all that Doom War and everything like that. Y'all stay safe. Y'all stay warm. If you haven't, well, I'm not gonna tell you what to do. Just make sure you staying healthy out there and everything like that. I'm gonna holler at y'all. We had a great live. We had a great meeting yesterday. Those of y'all that are interested in doing what we trying to do, get with myself or D-Real. Stop playing. Because we're not waiting on y'all. We're not waiting on y'all. So if y'all trying to do something, y'all better holler at us tonight. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Peace.